Herzlich willkommen zurück. Ich werde wahrscheinlich wieder stumm stellen. Letztens haben wir 2 erledigt und gehen jetzt mal weiter wieder.
Looks like we. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
Okay.
This is still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it.
So, 2 und 4 ist verbrannt.
Let's keep going and solve the
Dann
remaining locked
würde ich
rooms.
sagen, 1 ist relativ leicht. Ich glaube, 3 ist das Schwierigste. Das war ja in diesem Kunstlagermuseum. Dann machen wir erstmal dieses Casino-Mischmasch-Dings da. Weil das würde ich sagen, ist am leichtesten.
If you think you're up for it. Are you going to the first locked room?
Ja. Und dann stelle ich mich mal wieder stumm und so kann ich mich aber auch besser konzentrieren, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay. This is where I used Halara's Forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were... those are most suspicious. Here! I know! What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the 4 corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it. No one could get out through the vent.
Right.
But...
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery! Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre... I must ask, is there no way to escape besides...
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that...
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay
And that is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
There it is! Another So... Oh, that's... All right!
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would... And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down...
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
The third locked room was a murder that happened. 1 month ago, pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where if you think you're up for it, then let's...
Are you going to the third locked room?
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery at the time of discovery. The door was locked, and the key was nailed to a doll inside the... Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small. How did the culprit vanish from here? Here.
Also da ist das Logischste auf jeden Fall die Tür gewesen.
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the... I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the...
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a...
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery, right?
I see. I suppose you could call... Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you all...
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that...
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. And that way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Is this the storage key?
Which means... This one's a freebie! I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
Nein, kein Fall.
Your foot
War
is
ja an
rolling away!
diesem Nagel befestigt irgendwie.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. that's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way. Try it out. Doing so will create a new...
Yeah, I'm gonna solve...
Good luck, Master! You have to recreate the culprit's locked room.
All right, first, take the painting. The culprit nailed the doll onto the paint. Next, both were stood up at a certain location. The painting was stood up facing the window. Now that after that...
You can do it, Master!
Then the culprit...
The painting you stood up can be viewed from outside the window. But the gap in the window is small. It limits your options.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
No. Think about this. The key wasn't just hanging on it.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from out... Finally... I pushed the painting into... It completes the locked room mystery.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me? Hey, a treasure chest!
Zum Glück haben wir jetzt
Who's
alle
gonna open
gelöst.
this one? We should let the meanest
How would you decide that?
like this. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate.
That's terrible. I said...
We can't call it quits. That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what?
Voila, Portal
see.
ist da.
The way forward is clear. It must. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask.
Damit sage ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Nächstes Mal gehen wir durchs Portal und kommen dem Ende wahrscheinlich noch näher. Dann tschüss, bis nächstes Mal. Bye bye.
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream?